Hello, chat. How are y'all doing today? Hello, everyone. Hello. Desk cam. It's just my webcam. I just have it face downwards. It's just entirely a webcam because this webcam is better for actually doing this type of stuff than what I did previously for like the MCC stuff. So I'm just using my webcam. No face cam, just webcam. But Jasmine, thank you for the resub now for 3 months, as well as Fancy Daggers. Thank you for the resub for 2 months. It's basically a card cam. Yeah. But no, chat. Today we are going to be unboxing some Pokemon cards. Upside down cam. It's fine. Y'all get to see it like this, and then I'll flip the card around and I'll show y'all. Also reached 290,000 points. That's crazy. But yeah, chat. So I didn't know if I was gonna be able to stream today because this little desk setup that you see right now, and basically the room that I'm in, my bedroom, is going to be the last stream, almost in a way, in this room, because we have a additional room in my house that we just don't use, and it's basically just been storage. And so over the weekend, myself and my parents, we cleared out pretty much everything. We tore down an old bed, put that bed in that closet in the bedroom, and now there's just basically an empty room that I get to have as my office setup. So it's very bare bones, but today I'm supposed to be getting a new desk that I need to build, and I don't know when that desk was arriving, and it hasn't arrived yet. So that means stream is happening today. So it's gonna be fun. It also means that when I actually do set up a proper like camera and webcam and facecam and whatnot, behind me instead of my bed and that, I'll be able to have like a desk, like not desk, like shelves and other stuff that I can showcase all the cool little things that I've gotten from projects and other stuff. Because right now it's just on my desk to the side that you can't see. But well, technically yes, there will be another desk. My old desk will be behind me, while the new desk will be my setup. So I'll be setting all that up later tonight because that desk should be arriving today, hopefully. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, so I wasn't able to stream Monday because I had to go get a haircut, which my hair really isn't that much different. It's just a little bit shorter and more cleaned up and whatnot. But while I was out, I'm like, you know what? Since I'm already in like place to get a haircut, I'll just go drive around for a bit and go try to find some Pokemon cards. And luckily, I found a few Pokemon vending machines, which we don't know. Pokemon Nintendo sets up vending machines in different stores. And sometimes they have stock, sometimes they don't. Luckily, the ones that I went to had a White Flare ETB, a White Flare booster, and then another one had a Perfect Order. And so I'm like, you know what? I think it'd be fun to open up some Pokemon cards. And we can go there. Also, Pokemon vending machines, way cheaper to get product there. It's like the actual proper value for product. It's great. You're not spending double the amount on an online website. It's wonderful. Also, Equal Days, thank you for the resub now for 4 months. Those exist. They do exist. They aren't very common. There's an app where it's like, where are Pokemon vending machines near me, and I had to look around, see if there were any close by, and then I had to drive over there. They aren't like everywhere, but they do put them in some stores, and luckily there was a few near me. But yeah, they sell it at proper like market price rating instead of like double the amount you would see on other websites to other vendors, so it's great. They tend to be out when I do. Yeah, they aren't always filled. I was lucky enough that the ones that I went to weren't entire. Like literally, this was the only one. Like all of the product that I have right here was like there was only one ETB left. There was only one booster. There was only one perfect order left when they like restocked these vending machines because they aren't like massive machines. So it's nice. Also, because hand cam real quick, I want to show y'all this because these came in recently. These were the Creo cards, my Creo cards that came in, the proper ones that I got, my little team that I made up of the special limited cards. So hold on, let me pull them out of their little binders real quickly. So here, so I'll go in order from just what I had. So I bought Ghosty Fruit's card, I got Purple's card, I got Owen's card, and of course I got Techno's card. And so I'm just going to show you all the fun little like art. They're all signed besides Techno's. Techno's is a holographic, which is really cool. But here is the Ghosty Fruit card. It's gonna be a little bit of a glare because of the plastic, but y'all get to see it a bit better. You got this one, which really nice art. We then get to Purpled, because Purpled was my coach for Rising 3. So I had to get Purpled's alt art card, which is really good. Love the art style. Also, this art was for Purple's card was done by Tropic Skra, or SKRA. And then the art done for Ghosty's card was done by Luminous Slime. Pokemon cards are just mainly in general. I usually buy singles. I don't usually buy actual bulk, but I'm like, you know what? For stream, it'd be fun. I also got Ghosty's card because Ghosty didn't have a normal card, and I'm like, you know what? Since they're doing like limited cards for certain players, I'm like, I'm gonna get Ghosty Fruit's card because why not? And then we got Owen's card, which I love the alt art of this. Luann Lemontine did such a good job because for those who don't know, this is basically Owen's Season 4 world of Hardcore in the dodecahedron. And so it is such a really nice card art. Yeah, that's really nice. And then lastly, we have Techno's Blades card, which is done by Clokey. And Techno's card is special because Techno card is the only holographic card out of all the alt arts. And so it's really, really nice. Through my card, a couple of small, it's fine. So really cool cards. Really glad that I bought them. They came in like a week or two ago. I just haven't been able to show them on stream. But now, because we're doing this, I get to show them. And I'll place those on little stands in my new little setup. But all right, chat. So we got 3 things today. We got, like I said, White Flare, and Perfect Order. Now the question is, what order do we open these in? Do we open the ETB and then the White Flare and the Perfect Order? Do you open the Perfect Order first, then the ETB and then the White Flare? What order do we gotta go? Because each of these have 6, and then the ETB, I believe, has, I think, 9 cards. Are we We can do a bit of Gamba, but I don't know how. We can do what Lagundo's chat does, or what Lagundo does. How Lagundo does a little bit of a prediction where we will pick a pack, right? Not every pack, just every few. And we'll do a nice little prediction where it is what energy card. Oh, that is me. What energy card is in the pack, right? So, we could do that for fun and predict on which energy card it would be. Lagoon is my only point of reference. Oh, I know. So that's why I'm like, that's the only way I think a prediction would be fun, and I think we can do that. But here's the question: do we go white flare first? This one. Do we go white flare first, or do we go perfect order first? Out of these two. Also, let me fix the focusing on this real quick. Probably gonna be a little bit blurry. Hold on. I'm trying to like properly. If I do autofocus, what happens? Okay, autofocus works. It's gonna be a little bit blurry or on here until I bring it like super close, but that's fine. Okay, so we do perfect order first. All right, we'll go perfect order, white flare, and then we will do the ETB last. All right, chat. So we're going to open. Now within all of this, right? It's just six packs. Got 6 packs that we can open, chat. Now here is a question. Oh. I think we do every 3 like Lagundo, so every 3rd pack. So we'll split this up. So we will go... let's see. How can I... There we go. Make it a bit nicer. So we'll go from left to right. We'll start with the Starmie, then the Meowth, then the Zygarde, and then go Starmie, Meowth, and then the Clefable again. Also, Valiant Heart, thank you for the 3 months continuing your sub. I appreciate that. Now, and also every 3rd, or do we do every other? So, like, we'll do this pack, then this pack, then this pack on guessing what energy it is. So we'll start with this one. So this will be the pack that you guys guess the energy on, and then we'll guess this pack, and this. So we'll do every other you guess an energy for predictions. I feel like that fits, right? So let me. So every other. So this is the pack that you guys will be predicting on. First off, we'll save this one here. I'm also going to open this pack last because it has the Zygarde on it, and I like the Zygarde art, so maybe that just gives me good luck. Who knows? Let me do a slash prediction. All right. Start prediction. What is the energy? All right. Let me look up all the energies real quick. I think it's fire, water, grass, dark, steel, normal, ghost? I don't think there's ghost. A psychic as well. Hold on. All energy in Pokemon. All right, so we got grass, fire, water. It says lightning. I'm going to do electric because that's just how I've always known Pokemon. Psychic. Fighting. There's a lot, chat, so dark. Steel. Is there normal? There is no normal. Is there really no normal? Colorless normal. There's one called colorless, which is a white/gray symbol, but I'm just gonna say normal. It will count normal as colorless. I'll also put that in brackets just because. So there are 9 different energies, chat. So you got grass, fire, water, electric, psychic, fighting, dark, steel, and colorless, aka normal. I'm going to put we'll say 2 minutes. 2 minutes gives you all enough time to choose. And then we can talk to each other for a little bit while we predict. So anyways, start prediction. All right, chat. Got 2 minutes on the clock. Pick your... Can it show up in any special energies? Exactly. I'm just going to do normal. I don't know if it can or not, but we will see. Colors can only show up in special energies. Well, guess what? Maybe that is. If it's not, I can remove normal next time, but we'll figure it out. Because my country... I'm sorry. But while we wait for that, because this... I pointed on my screen like you can see. The energy is for this pack. So while we wait for that, I can start opening this pack. I also have a few little sleeves in case we get anything good. Finished my first year of uni as of 2 hours. Let's go. Well done being free from school for a little bit of time. I also don't want to, like, damage the cards. I'm trying to just open it properly. There we go. All right, chat. I have to, like, go all the way up here if I want. Okay, cool. So, is it still correct to, like, you have, like, the code if anyone wants the code, but I don't really think it's going to show. It's 3 from the back to the front on Pokemon cards. And then the special card's always right here. Or have they changed that with the newer sets? Because I know it used to be that way. Oh, we'll find out. We'll go 3 from the back to the front. Because that's what it was for MCC cards. And then we will... It's only 1 to the front. All right. Well, let me take those 3 then. Put them back. And we'll go 1 to the front. And we'll see if it's 1 to the front Pokemon. All right, and we flip. Okay, it's not 1 to the front. Well, that's just the fire energy. That's fine. That's fine, though. It is a fire energy, which technically I should lay down, but we'll do that for the next one. We'll do that for the next pack. So you got a fire energy. We got a Servine. If I bring it closer to you, yeah, it's better, because if I put it here. A Servine. A Mawile. A Ghastly. A Salandit. A Meowstic. Actually, I'm going to flip it like this for y'all. An Aegislash. Bring it down just to make it easier. Aegislash. We got Lumio City. We got a reverse hollow Aloris. Nice little reverse hollow. We got another reverse hollow of Aromatisse. The English Pokemon names. And lastly, a hollow Luxray. Not bad. Some pretty nice reverse hollows. Nothing too crazy, but still pretty good. I'll put these hollows and reverse hollows over here for now. I'll put this here. Nice little shiny cards. All right, chat. Gen 6 Fossil Dinos. The Dinos are really nice. The Dinos are really, really nice. All right, this is the pack that we are guessing on predictions. Which... Value / prediction so far. Right now, Fire is at the highest percent with a 40%. And we will find out. We will only show this once we are done opening all these packs. Give me a second, chat. All right. Take that card. This should be the energy. The energy is right here. I have seen the energy card. We will see what we get. But I can say right now, based off the predictions, it is not in the top 3 most chosen. So you will see from there, chat. But for now, we get an Ariados. Come on. Focus. There we go. Got Ariados. We got Binacle. We got Fletchender. We got a Staryu. We got a Volcarona, water type. We got another Aegislash. We got a trainer card, Targon, or Targon, however you want to say that. We get a reverse holo Rowlet, or Rowlet. How do I reverse holo Rowlet? Really nice. Nice little round dude. We get a reverse holo Dedenne. Bald Pokemon. And then lastly, we get a holo Dugong. Nice. Pretty good. And with the moment y'all have been waiting for, what is the energy? Anyone got any predictions? The energy card for this prediction's winner is Psychic. Congratulations to the 2% of winners who chose Psychic. We choose the outcome and we go Psychic. The chosen winners will be an outward of 14,000 channel points. For those who chose the correct outcome. Well done. All right, next 2 packs, chat. Now, do we do left or right? 1 or 2? 1 or 2 to be our prediction for the next prediction. I'll throw up another prediction. We'll start the prediction again. I'm gonna remove the normal colorless one, just because I believe we don't need that one. And we will start. Another prediction on its way. So are we going 1 or are we going 2? As the next card that will be for the prediction. Are you seeing a lot of 2s right now? Seeing a lot of 2s. All right, so we'll pick the 2 Meowth card. The Meowth pack will go right here. We have this pack ready to be opened. And while that is being predicted, y'all can figure out what will be the next energy. Also, hello, May. I saw you in chat. Opening pack. Opening pack. Cool. Trying to get this open, but it ain't opening. But anyway, how have y'all been? What have y'all been up to over the weekend? Anything fun? Anything interesting? I don't go broke. Y'all might go broke. Y'all don't have to participate, but there's always a chance you can win. Alright, yellow card. This is for this pack. This energy does not count, but from this pack was a fighting energy. This energy does not count towards the prediction. But just so you know, there is. Working trying to finish the book before deadline. Nice. Studying for the finals. Well, good luck with that. Currently watching The Vampire SMP episode 5. Thumbnail in Tobagachi Life. Oh, you're making it. I see. Got a bike so I can bike to work. Nice. My new laptop arrived and I bought myself some Pokemon cards. Awesome. Open a lot of Pokemon packs. Ironically, that's fun. Been at work, as I always am. You know what? Fair enough. Playing something really cool. Nice. Went to a K-pop concert. And currently celebrating my birthday. Well, happy birthday. Dressing a pattern for my traditional clothes since I've been borrowed for a part last week. Oh, nice. Watching this to ignore my mistakes in my exam. It's fine. Look, exams, yes, they are annoying. Yes, they can be frustrating. But ultimately, life goes on. And it's all okay. Because we're here now, opening up Pokemon packs. I'm getting all the points. Well, there you go. But that's for this pack. All right, chat. But you go off with a Probopass. If it wants to... auto exposure is not great. It kind of fluctuates quickly. I have to like bring it all the way up to the camera for it to see, which is a little bit annoying. Anyways, though, we got a nice little Probopass. We got a non-shiny, non-holo, reverse holo Dedenne. We got a Fletchling. We got another Ariados. We got a Diggersby. Big old bunny. We got a trainer card. How do you say the name? Naveen. We got a core memory, which I believe is another trainer Pokemon card for an item. We got a reverse holo jaw fossil. Funny enough, we get jaw. We get the jaw fossil out of all the fossils, we get the jaw one. We get a reverse holo Meowstic. And we get is this holo? Oh, yeah, it is holo. A holo growing energy, which according to Legs, these are quite useful and competitive, which I don't have a competitive deck, but you know what? Sure, why not? Well, there we go. Some more reverse holos to a little pile. And another holo to that one. No full art yet, chat. No full art yet, but who knows? We might pull something really good. We still got 3 more packs to go through, but this pack, chat, this pack is going to be your energy prediction. It's that one, yep. On how basically, we're predicting off of every other pack of energy, just so chat isn't trying to constantly predict on stuff. So it's every other pack. Oh, what was that? Okay. All right, chat. This is your prediction. Let me see the prediction results real quickly. So far, the highest right now is water at a 38%. That is the highest prediction right now. All right, yellow card. This is the energy. All right, chat. This is your energy card. How do you do that? If you are in a country that allows predictions, you'll be able to participate in the predictions on screen. If your country does not allow, then you will not be able to. But anyways, chat. We got us land it. We're getting a lot of duplicates of cards. We're getting a few amount of duplicates already. And it doesn't work on mobile too, I see. So if you're on mobile, it does not work. We get a nice sleepy boy, sleepy guy Snorlax. We get a Pokeball. We get an Esper. We get another Meowstic. This is my third Meowstic. Maybe Shauna wants one of these guys. It's working for you on mobile, then it... If it does work on mobile... Okay, well, I didn't know if it did or not, so... Double cat, it's fine. If it's working on mobile, then it's most likely because you're in a country that you're not able to do predictions because your country doesn't allow it. We get a Drapion. Nice little artwork there of Drapion. Like it. We get another Lumio City. We get a reverse holo Snivy. We get a reverse holo Drapion. And lastly, a holo Tyrantrum. Very nice. Very nice little holo card. And then here are two reverse holos again. No full art yet. Nothing like that yet, which is fine. We still got two more packs for potential. More dino cards. But lastly, chat. The winner of this prediction. It goes to the 8% who picked this energy, which is electric. The electric energy, chat. So congratulations to everyone who picked electric. Y'all are winners for this one. Choose an outcome, go to electric, and complete. Those one are getting a 9,000 channel points across all of you. Well done, chatters. All right. We got two more packs left from this booster pack of Perfect Order. This will be our pack prediction card. We're going to see the Zygarde pack for last. And we're going with the Clefable pack to open. I'm going to start another prediction. Start prediction. You all got 2 minutes to figure out which one is which. And y'all can go from there. Some of these packs are easy to open, chat. Some of them are not. And it's a little annoying because I don't want to cut them. I want to just open them normally. So I'm trying to like go at the little triangle at the intersection and just nice and simply pull it open. A little bit of gamba, a little bit of fun gamba on prediction energy. No harm into it. All right, there we go. Now, from this pack's energy was dark. Just for those who are curious. All right, we got a new Pokemon, chat. A new Pokemon has entered into our collection. A Scatterbug. Little guy. Just a little Scatterbug. Followed by another Probopass. Followed by another Dedenne. Then we get another Fletchling. And then another Romatis. Okay, it's actually crazy how many times I've gotten these cards on repeat now. With how many cards... I know this is like a smaller set for Perfect Order, but it's actually still crazy. Aromatisse. We got a Talonflame. Even though that's not a full art, that's still a nice artwork there. I like that. We got an Energy Swatter. Followed by a Reverse Hollow Naveen. Followed by a full art Doublade card. That's a nice full art. I like that full art. Our first full art card, chat. And a Rock Energy card. Special Rock Energy card. Would you look at that? I have some sleeves for it. This is a nice card. I'm very happy that we got to pull it. Leave that right there. Very, very cool. Let me check something. I want to look at the symbols. What do the symbols mean again? Rarity symbols. So this is an illustration rare. It has one gold star on the very bottom, right here. Meaning it is an illustration rare card. A nice little full art illustration rare. Good little IR. Really nice. Really, really nice. Our first IR of polling today. I'm getting flashbacks. All right, chat. Our last pack of Perfect Order. This is the card you guys are predicting. All right. With this pack, with this prediction, 56 of you guessed Grass Energy. That is the highest prediction so far, at 56%. But we will see, chat. We will see. The energy. I have seen the energy card, chat. It is right here. This is the energy card. I will say, it is not in the top 3 guesses. So unfortunately, the 56 percentile, it is not correct. Also, Kelp, thank you for the resub for 3 months and a total of 6 months now. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But chat, before we get there, we have to figure out what is in our pack. And we're starting with a Snorlax. Nice big dude. Followed by another Pokeball. Followed by an Esper. Then we got another Scatterbug. We got another Talonflame. We get a Drapion. We get another Terrigan, or I believe that's how you say his name. Probably wrong, but you know what, it's fine. We got a reverse hollow Fletchling. You get a reversed... Is that a reverse hollow? It is reverse hollow. Reverse hollow Haunter. And lastly, an EX Decidui. A nice glossy EX Decidui. Really, really nice. The shine on that is really nice. A lot of birds. A lot of birds. Let me put that card here. You'll take our reverse hollows, put them here. And lastly, chat, the card from Perfect Order. The last energy from this set. The answer and the winner with a 4%, who only put 480 points into this and is going to get a very decent amount of money, or points, I should say, back into him, is Steel type. Congratulations to those who picked the Steel energy. You are the winners of today's prediction. We choose outcome. We go Steel. And complete. Congrats. Y'all will be getting a total of 1,200 channel points. Split between all of you that voted for Steel. And there we go. So we didn't get any like SIR or anything like that. But we did get from out of this pack a nice Decidui EX card. Nice little sparkles as well. Being considered a double rare. And a really, really nice Dewblade illustration rare full art. I really like this card. Because I also have the full art Aegislash card already in my collection. So having the Dewblade full art, it's really cool. Really, really nice that I got those cards. Alright, chat. Now that we are done in perfect order, it is now time for White Flare. The booster box. We'll do the ETB last. We'll do White Flare. Now, again, they're all the same. There's no special, like, different design, but there are 6 packs. There are 6 packs to pick from. And maybe one has a really nice SIR. Maybe one of them has the white Reshiram card. Or one might have the red Victini card. Who knows? Steel did win. But we will go from every other card. So I'll put this right there. I'll put these packs right here in this little box for now. And we'll go from there. So let me start another prediction. Are y'all enjoying the predictions? Are y'all having fun with this? Yes, good. We don't normally do predictions on the channel because I never know what exactly to do predictions for. I'm losing, but I don't regret it. You know what? Hey, if you're in the mindset that you might lose your points and you're just having fun, that is the best thing you can choose and do. I have the first full art Zekrom, and yeah, monochrome cards are cool. They're really, really cool. So I am excited. There's actually a few cards from this White Flare set that that'd be really cool to get. The Zora Arc, the Reshiram, There's a lot. There's a lot of good like full art cards that I would not be like upset if I get. Like, there's no chase card that I really have, but there's a lot of cool cards that if I get them, I would be really happy. Knowing my luck, you know what? That's fair. That is perfectly fine. Oh. All right, pack has been open. Put that there. The energy from this pack was grass, just for y'all to be curious about. Okay. And we start with a new set. A new set of Pokemon. First one being Ragnarola. Followed by a Lamper. Also, the Litwick line, Liquid Lamper and Chandelure, the arts, the full arts of those cards are so nice in this set. If I somehow got like a full set evolution line of that, it would be so cool. Probably not, but you know, it'd be really cool. We get a Ducklet, another bird Pokemon. Followed by a Volby, another bird Pokemon. And then we get a Watchdog. Then we get a Zebstrika. And then we get another fossil bird Pokemon. Archon. I believe that's how you say it. Then we get the ice cream Pokemon Vanillix. Is that reverse hollow? It is reverse hollow. This is a reverse hollow Vanillix. With the little watermark on it. Followed by our first full art already in the pack, a Gothita full art. A very, very pretty full art. And then lastly, this is a weird hollow. Interesting. Yay, Pokemon cards. Yeah. Nice little Gothita IR card. Illustration rare. Nice little full art. Really, really good. Luan, thank you for the reason for 34 months. My goodness. Yeah, really, really cute Gothita full art. And it's already starting off strong in the white flare pack. And this, I don't know if this is like just how the gimme that. I don't know if this hollow Kafagrigus is an error hollow, but like I don't know if you can tell, but all across the sides here and like through the centering where the hollow mark is, it's just straight lines all the way across. I don't know if that's just because of this set, and it might be just because of this set, but like every other hollow we've seen so far is like all smooth. But this one is like very jagged lines across the entire, like all the way consistently across where the hollow markings are. Might be an error print, and if it's an error print, really cool. So I'm just gonna, just in case it is an error print, we'll know afterwards if when we pull another hollow. I think it's the set, but I'm not sure. If it is the set, that's fine, but just in case it is an error, I'm just gonna keep it there, because error cards are really cool to have. They're just a cool printing thing. It might just be the set, but who knows? I've seen some myself. Okay, cool. It might just be the set then, and if it is, good, because I was a little worried. But there we go. We'll keep that guy just on the side just in case. But chat, this is the pack for predictions. This is your prediction pack. And right now, oh my goodness. The highest prediction odds right now, so far, out of every other pack opening that we have done on stream, at a 62% for fighting energy that is going to be in this specific pack. 62%. That is insane. If there's anything... Look, all I'm saying is if you voted and you're in the 2% for 2 of these energy cards that I'm looking at right now, you're getting back 1 and like a 1.4 X return or 1.5 X return. Like easily. Which one I voted for? It's fine. All right, chat. Oh, also the energies look different. But that is the energy that y'all will be guessing and predicting on. I will not say if it is the 60% or not. Y'all have to be waiting in suspense. But we'll start off with a fossil card. A plume fossil. We followed up with a Sawaddle, a little bug, another little guy. Followed by a Vanillite. Then we get a Purloin. And then we get the Brave Bangle trainer card. We get a Garbodor, which I believe Garbodor and Trubbish are one of Nom's favorite. Any big pulls? We pulled 2 IRs and 1 EX so far, Shep. It's another just dude. I believe Nom's favorite card is Trubbish and Garbodor, which there is a full art version of these 2 cards in the set. There is a Simisear. We got the Gothitelle. We got a reverse holo Purloin. Okay, so it is just a set. Okay, cool. We got a holo Virizion. And that's it. So also reverse holo Gothitelle. I couldn't tell because of my camera, but it's a reverse holo Gothitelle. Yeah, it's interesting that the holos, the markings are just all across the sides and across the entire frame. From TCG Pocket? Because they probably are. There probably are some cards from TCG Pocket that are there. But chat, what is the energy card? What is the energy card going to be? And I will say the winners are going to be happy because they are getting a lot of points. It is again Steel Energy. Steel Energy, with only having 3 people voting on it and having the lowest points, one of the lowest points, actually no, the lowest points for Steel. Y'all are getting easily nearly 5,000 points between all of you, between the split of you. Isn't it super rare Steel? I don't think a lot of energies are super rare. I think the type of energy can be, but not like specifically. But congratulations to those who choose the Steel Energy. All right, chat, 2 more packs getting pulled out. This pack feels very heavy. I don't know why. I could just be placeboing myself, but this pack feels heavy. Yeah, that pack feels heavier for some reason. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be just full placeboing myself. But this will be the pack we do predictions on. This is just the pack we're going to be opening. I'm going to run another prediction. And while that runs, I'm going to be opening this next pack. Because it has 2 steel cards in it. It has only energies, and it's all energy cards. Imagine if my luck I somehow just pull a full energy card pack. I don't think that's ever possible, but you know what? My odds of being bad luck, sure. Remove that. The energy from this pack was a holographic steel. Speaking of steel, holographic steel. A hollow steel card. Huh, ironic. We'll put that with the other hollows. You might manage that too. Oh, we start off with a nice little guy. One of my favorite Mons in Pokemon, Zorua. I like the color scheme of Zorua. It's really nice. We then follow up with a Litwick. Hold on, focus. Get the little guy's face. Get the little guy's face. Focus on the screen. There we go. There we go. Yeah, cool. Got another Ducklet. Followed by a Deerling. Followed by a Durant. Then we got a Levani. Then we get another Zebstrika. Followed by a reverse hollow Scrafty with Poke. Is that a Pokeball or Master Ball? That is a Pokeball reverse hollow Scrafty. You can see all the Pokeballs across it. That's a special reverse hollow. Followed by a full art Archon. As well as Crimea River. Thank you for the resub now for 6 months. Good little full art IR card right there. And then lastly, a nice EX Whimsicott card. 2 really good pulls. Only 3 really good pulls because of the Pokeball. Really good pulls from this pack. Really, really good pulls. So yeah, we'll slave the Pokeball reverse hollow. Full art EX and a reverse hollow Pokeball. Good pack, good pack. Now, this was not one of my original go-to cards out of this pack, but it's still a nice pack. It's still a nice artwork. Still pretty nice. I'll gladly take a nice full art card. With the EXs right here. Whew. Why is the universe changing my odds? I don't know. But I'm happy. I'm glad. Alright, chat. This is your pack, though. This is your pack for the energy prediction. And it feels heavy. I don't know why. It just might be that there's more air in this pack, but it feels heavier, which sounds ironic, being that air is super light. God pack. Imagine it was a God pack, and I just pull all the best cards out of White Flare. I think at that point I just call it and be like, I'm never opening up another Pokemon pack again. I have hit peak already. I am just only gonna buy singles. All right, looking at the energy. All right. I will say, chat, it's an energy we have not seen yet today on stream. It is not an energy we've seen today on stream. Also, Shiny Miss, thank you for the resub for 3 months. Y'all started a hype train now. All right, chat. The start of this pack. It's not a god pack. But we start with a Gothorita, followed by a Trubbish. And then we get a Pignite. Then we get a Swadloon. Followed by an Energy Retrieval. And then we get a Siglith. Then we get a Lipard. Then we get another Swadloon. Interesting that there's both in the same. Oh, is this hollow? Okay, we got a reverse hollow Swadloon. We get a reverse hollow Blitzel. A hollow Terrakion. Finishing off the pack of hollow Terrakion. So I don't know why it felt super heavy. I think it's just because there was more air in that pack that made it feel heavier. But there we go. Just reorganizing all my little card piles that I'm making. It was placebo. Yeah, I think it might have just been air in that pack, which, you know what, fine. Fair enough. All right, chat. And the winners of this prediction goes to the majority for once. Water. Congratulations, water energy choosers. Y'all chose correctly. Majority has won. There you go. Y'all get to split those points between all of you. All right. Now, time for another prediction. We got 2 more packs from this one, and we open up the ETB chat. So, start prediction. This is the last pack for this booster, and we open up the White Flare ETB. They threw 3,000 into water and it paid off. That's actually crazy. I thought it was a lot of people, but it was the majority that put that much in there. So congratulations, Water. Also, a reminder to those like who've never done predictions with Twitch, the more points you throw in, technically that reduces your odds of getting more points, but it lets everyone else have a higher chance. Yeah, good for them. Good for the person who put Water in. So, for example, basically, for those that are wondering, Twitch takes all the points that they put, that someone put on, and they throw it, and it puts it into one big pot, right? So, say you are the one person that voted on Water, and you put 3,000 points into Water, right? If say the overall pool is like 3,500, you would only be getting 500 points because you collect everyone else's points. But everyone else would get your points split up. So it's like you put less points in at a lower percentage odds, you have a higher chance of earning more because you get your points back and then some. That's how these Twitch little point systems work. You're basically predicting off your own points that you earn. Because you're not technically earning additional points, you're getting back what you predicted and then what everyone else got wrong. Then for me, yep. Yeah, it's not like you're earning new points. You're getting your points back, and then the additional like pool of points that others have split between everyone else. So like for example, let's say 4 of you all put a few hundred points in, and then the pool was 10,000. It would be 10,000 split between 4 people. So you'd get your points back, and then the other that then split between however many people were predicted in that slot. But I cannot open this pack for some reason. And I don't want to damage any cards on the inside of it. Oh, there we go. Like, literally betting 10 to 20 is perfectly fine. You're going to get a lower percent back if you make it, but it's very weird how the prediction thing goes. You'll get your points and then however much the odds are and so on and so forth. Anyways, the energy, though, from this pack, not this pack, but this pack, is fire. Nice little fire energy. But we start with a boulder. Then we go into a Volby, followed by a Vanillish, then another Lampent, and then a Mienshao. Then we get a Scrafty. We get another Watchdog, followed by a normal reverse holo Scraggy, another reverse holo Virizion, and a holo Gothitelle. We're getting a lot of repeats. I've noticed we're getting a lot of repeats, both in like the normal versions, but then also we're getting the repeats of then like the reverse holo and their holo version. The packs were swapped. Hey, you never know. There still might be a fire energy in this pack. Never fully know yet. Your collection sometime. I don't have many Pokemon cards. I mainly just buy singles and I just have them just collected. So I don't really have like a big collection. I usually just buy the packs that like buy the singles from cards that I want and then go from there. All right, chat. But the prediction. Oh. So funny enough, I'm going to put this energy here because it's a reverse holo. Or not a reverse holo. It's a holo energy card. And I'm looking at the predictions right now. I see. Okay. It's going to be interesting. This will be very, very interesting. But before we get to that energy, we start with a Herdier. Followed by a normal Gothita. Then we get a Dino. Or Dino. Then we get a Deerling. Followed by another Durant. And then we get an Excelgor. Nice little artwork there. Then we get another Vanillux. Is this holo? No, it's not holo. Reverse holo. This is reverse holo. A Pokeball Theroseed. Really nice. Followed by a normal reverse hollow Ducklet, and lastly, a hollow Samurott. Not bad. We got another Pokeball card. We got a Pokeball Theraseed. Pretty nice. All right, chat. Now, quite interesting for who voted for this one, putting only 100 points into this prediction at 2% of the odds goes to one person who only put 100 in. Is going to get a massive payback. It's reverse. It is a hollow water energy. Congratulations to the one person who put only 100 points in and is getting all these points back. With a total pool of 6,000 points going to this one person who only put 100 in. Well done, Shiny. And that will be our booster box of White Flare. Now we have one more thing to open, chat. We got one more thing. And that is this big guy right here. A White Flare ETB. So, here are all the cards that we can collect out of them. I want to see if it gives us all the... Yeah. So, there's a lot of cards. Oh, there is a good amount of SIRs and IRs and whatnot that are in this pack. Like I said, the Chandelure, I would love to get. The Samurott card I would love to get. The Zorua or Zora art cards, these two would be really, really cool to get. And then if we get really, really lucky, we can maybe get one of the SIR cards as like Reshiram EX or the Hydreigon EX, or maybe we get the White Reshiram or Red Victini. Who knows? But we will see. We will see. But inside the ETB, there's a few things in here. Of course, you got your dice and your coins that you can flip heads or tails on. Pretty normal. You get some sleeves. You get like sort of a pre-made deck. And then you get a actually gonna take this out. You get a promo card. If I can actually open it. I have to cut this open. You get a nice hollow promo of Tornadus. Which is just a nice little promo card. The pre-made decks are just energies. Yep. Yeah, there's nothing too special about them. But they are energies. I don't know what these are for exactly. If anyone wants to know what these are, I don't know if these are just like fun little cards that you get. But I think they're just like reprint harder versions of like the actual deck itself. Probably spacers between cards dividers. Yeah, I kind of realized once I saw there's like a divot right here. But nice little dividers for collections. A lot of sleeves that I'm not going to use. And then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 more packs than what we've been opening for the boosters. 3 more packs than normal. So. Separate when spacing cards. Yeah. That's what I'll probably do. I'll probably put all my extra bulk in this little box right here and then separate them. All right. With that being said, we have 9 packs to go through, chat. I'm going to put one here on the side, one right there. And we will start another prediction. With Cherry Fire and Threat. Oh, that's cool. My double Digimon cards, they sort alphabetically. Nice. Chat, start prediction. What's that energy? All right, chat. Will be the energy in this pack right here. Describe energy distribution. I have no idea, and I'm not going to check. I would love if I can open up this pack. There we go. Got the pack open. Just took a little bit extra time. Now, the energy from this pack is a hollow... Oh, okay, we're getting a lot of steel cards. A lot of steel cards right now. Kind of crazy. But a hollow steel. That's our second hollow steel card. Again, my luck of getting repeats, astronomical. Is really rare, as I think. I don't know. At this point, it might just be my luck or what. But we are starting with a Shelmet, followed by a Frillish. Then we got a Duwat. We got a Blitzel. We get a Harley Quinn. We got a Durant. And a Levani. We got a Reverse Hollow Volby. A Reverse Hollow Panseer. And is that hollow or normal? And a hollow Chandelure. Nice. So we have the entire normal line for Chandelure. But no IR or SAR. That's okay, we got more packs to go through. Alright, I'm looking at the outcome right now. Pretty split between certain people. Because they're rare, like the bikinis. Dewblade was a sign, yep. All right, chat. This is the energy card for the prediction. But before we get to that, what is the Pokemon from this pack? First off, we got a Zuelos. Followed by a Patrat. Then we got a Cottony. Then we got a good old little Tepig. Dude's just enjoying life. We got a Zeb Striker. I think that's like our third or fourth one. We got another Mienshao. Got another Scrafty. We get a Reverse Hollow Gothita. Oh. A Reverse Hollow Seawaddle. And a Hollow Archeops. That's how you say Archeops. We gotta say its name real quickly. And a Hollow Archeops. All right. Love Tepig. Forgot it existed, but my baby, I forgot. Good old Tepig. But all right, chat. To the winners of this prediction, I'm just going to say it as is. It is Grass Energy. So congratulations to the 5 people that picked Grass. Y'all get some points today. 4,000 points get distributed amongst all of you. Yeah. If only the pack was so... Alright, 2 more packs going on in. This is the prediction. This is the other one. Being the top voter finally paid off. So I made my peace with losing. Hey, if you win at least once, then that's all good. Alright, chat. So the energy card for this one is just going to be fire. So who knows, there might not be any fire in that one, or we might just get lucky. But continuing with the fire, we got a little bit of a Tepig. Followed by a Eon Mask. Moving that up higher. Followed by a little Joltik, little guy. Look at him. He just wants that stick right there. Followed by a Vanillite. Then we got another Watchdog. Then we got a Semisear. Then we got another Therathorn. Well, actually, it's our first Theraform. Followed by a Pokeball Blitzel Reverse Hollow. That one's really nice because the yellow makes it pop a lot. Followed by a normal Reverse Hollow Yawn Mask. And lastly, an EX Keldeo. Would you look at that? I can't see. That one... Oh, wait. It might be Master Ball. Oh, no, it's a Master Ball. It's a Master Ball one. Never mind. I was wrong. The other 2 are Pokeballs. So that one's a Master Ball. Let's go. So we get a nice Master Ball Blitzel. And an EX. No Gambit? Not for this one. Oh, did I not put... Oh, I didn't put the prediction in. My bad, hold on. I thought I already put the prediction in. All right, we're only going to do a minute. You only got 1 minute to predict, chat. That is for this pack right here. Nice little hyper rare. Or double rare. All right. I'll give you all that minute. You can figure out what you need. If you want to go fire, you can. Surely if you pick the same one, surely that's how statistics work, even though that every single time it's always a random chance. I chose based off vibes. You know what? That also works. All right, prediction has been made. Opening up the pack. As I struggle to open up this pack because it's so sealed tightly. I think it'd be cool if I get at least one SR card. No, there's never guaranteed odds that it will happen, but it would be cool. All right, chat. Let me look at the energy. All right, I looked at the energy. Energy's going right there. We are starting off with a good old Trubbish. Followed by another Pig Knight. Followed by a Swadloon. Then we got a Herdier. Then we got an Archon. Then we got a Swoobat. First time seeing a Swoobat. Then we got a Scrafty. Followed by our first time seeing a Stunfisk, and it's also a reverse hollow Stunfisk. And then we get a reverse hollow Liepard. And lastly, another hollow Chandelure. Again, getting a lot of repeats. Some new cards, but a lot of repeats. Pokemon, not as generous as MCC. Still good, but not as generous. Also, Ghost, thank you for the resub for a total of 8 months now. Well, hold on. Headphones dying. There we go. All right, chat. And the moment y'all been waiting for. What is behind this pack? This energy. Let me check the predictions real quick. I see a pretty split between everyone. Some higher numbers, for sure. But for the winner, it goes to the 5% of fighting energy. Well done. To those who picked fighting. To the victor goes the spoils. Fighting energy. Not too many points are put into this one, but y'all still won. So congratulations. All right, another pack, another one. Now, next time, we have 3 packs left, chat, after this. So we're going to open 2 and save this one for last. So this will be the pack that we open at the very end with the energy. We're just going to go over 2 normally and be good. And this is why this is why I just buy singles, because it's a lot cheaper just to buy the single than to try to open up the pack. or like open up an ETB and hope you get the card. It's fun. Like I do this just because it's fun to do it on stream. But like if you guaranteed want a card, it's just better to buy it, especially when it gets cheaper. So let me do /prediction. Start another prediction. What is the energy? Go. I could find it anywhere. I just buy it online. I just go to like eBay and other like websites like that, and I'll just see who's reselling it, and then I compare with how much they're reselling it for the around market price, and I go from there. I can open up this darn pack though. There we go. It's also one, so... You know what, that is fair. Let me open up this. Now, from this pack... Brother. I want to know the statistical odds of this, but how do I get a third Hollow Steel Energy card? This is a Hollow. This is a Hollow... This is my third Hollow Steel Energy card. What is the statistical anomaly of one, pulling another steel card as an energy, but also it being hollow? There's like eight different energy cards. Should have made a steel team in Cobblemon. If this was my luck, I should have just done a steel team. My goodness. Gotta rebrand. Well, chat, we're going down the construction worker path. A whole pack of them. Alright. We're starting with Mienfu, followed by Gotharita. Then we got another Trubbish. Then we got another Pignite. And it's the only card's non-pack, yeah. Then we got an Ignition Energy, the colorless ones that we were talking about. Then we got a trainer card of a Charon. What's this thing? Oh, just draw 3 cards. That's not broken whatsoever. Then we got a Stoutland. We get a Pokeball? Pokeball Trubbish, reverse hollow. Nice. Followed by a normal reverse hollow Gigalith. And then lastly, another hollow Archeops. I would keep forgetting its name. Archeops. So reverse hollow Gigalith, a reverse Pokeball Trubbish, and a holographic Archeops. Exclamation mark alert basically means if you're still watching stream but you're not really being interactive and you have to go do something, people just do exclamation mark alert just so the audience and the community knows if someone's still like in the chat but not at the computer. It's like an AFK. Like I'm gonna be AFK. That's basically what lurking is. All right, chat. This is the prediction that you guys are betting on. It's right here. You guys are putting your points on this prediction, which so far, oh wow. I'm going to say this now. If it is a fighting energy, one person only put 10 points on it, and it's at a 0% chance. It's like that. It's at 0%. There's just one person only put 10 points on it at 0, and it's a 1 in 200 odds. This one person. There's also 2 people in Psychic who also put 10 each. And another person in Fire, or 2 people in Fire put 15, and Electric had 3 people that each put in 10. So very low points. but they have a chance. I'm the one fighting. They have a chance of getting a decent amount of points for how low they've put points into the pool. I'm going to put that card there. I will say, it is not the highest odds. It is not steel. So the one person who put 1,000 points into steel, it is not steel. I am sorry. But it could be any of the other ones. But until we find out, we got to open up and check through our mons. So we got any good cards, any full arts. We got a Gothita, got another Dino, got another Deerling. We got another Ragnarola. Our first time seeing a Swanna. Our first time seeing a Dredagon. We get another Harley Quinn. Our first time seeing an Oshawott, and it's a reverse holo. Followed by another reverse holo Heatmore. And our last card is a holo? It is a holo Zoroark. Really nice. Not the full art. Would have loved the full art. But I'll take a holo Zoroark. Alright, chat. I will also say this now. This card that I am looking at, I will also say it is not any of the 1%. So fire, electric, psychic. It's not any of those. So that just leaves grass, water, fighting, and dark. And the answer goes to the winners of grass energy. Congratulations to the two people that voted on grass. Y'all have got it. Y'all will be getting 2,000 points. So each of you get at least 1,000 points. Nice job. All right. Now then, we have 3 packs left, chat. Y'all are gonna pick the pack that is the prediction. Pack 1, 2, or 3. That is gonna be the prediction pack. The other 2 will just be opening. So 1, 2, or 3. I'm seeing a lot of 2s. All right, y'all have made your decision. Pack number 2 will be the prediction pack. These 2 will just be opening. And you know what? Just for time's sake, / prediction. Start prediction. I will give y'all again your normal 2 minutes to figure out what card it is as I open up these 2. And y'all will see what you do get or not. All right, chat. Y'all ready? So, from this pack's energy, another steel card. Who would have guessed it? Not hollow, just another steel card. But every other pack. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. But it's fine, because we're going to be opening up right here. Right now. Maybe we get an SIR, who knows? But we're starting with a Deerling. Then we got another Roggenrola. Then we got another Lampent. Then we got another Ducklet. Then we got another Swanna. Then we got another Dredagon. Followed by a Harley Quinn. Our first reverse holo is Vanillite. Followed by a reverse holo Emboar. First time seeing an Emboar, the Emboar card. And then lastly, another holo Gothitelle. I think it's my second or third, or like third Gothitelle, I think. Kind of crazy. We'll put all those there. Very cool. All right, chat. We got one more pack to open before the actual prediction. If you voted for Steel, unfortunately, you'll find out. It is a really pretty art, but again, it's just crazy to keep getting repeats. Like, kind of crazy. But the energy that it is not, this is not the energy. The energy is still in here. Is Psychic. We've not seen a Psychic. Or we haven't for at least, I don't think at least once. I think only once we saw a Psychic. Oh, it was the first Gamba? Yeah. The very first one. So we haven't seen one in a while. But we're starting with a Swadloon. Followed by a Herdier. Followed by a Gothita. Then a Dino. Arkin or Archon. Swoobat. Scrafty. A reverse, interesting, a reverse holo Master Ball? No, Pokeball. Yeah, reverse holo Pokeball trainer card. Interesting. Strategies have we found it? Like two or like at least I think 2 or 3. I think it's more than that, but at the least. We then go into a let's go. One of my cards, like actual chase cards I wanted. Let's go. This is such a good card. It's so nice. It is such a nice card. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got one more. Oh? EX Reshiram. It's not the SIR one, but it's still an EX. I'll take it. I will gladly take it. A special illustration rare, or secret illustration rare. An IR is a full art like this, and it has an IR. You can tell because it has like one little star on the bottom of these cards right here. You can see that little gold. Each card has like different rarity symbols. So IR, full arts, illustration rares. Then you have EXs, like these, that are double rare because they have just 2 black stars. You have special illustration rares. which are super rare cards that have like different alt arts. So it's another full art version, but a different alternate like artwork. There's a weird thing. I actually want to look this up. I'm actually looking something up real quick, chat. Which one is this one? I get. Da, da, da. Okay, cool. I was looking something else up. But no, like this card, Jelly Chat was like I looked through the cards. I'm like, I want this card. I want this or the Zorua card, and I'm so glad I got it. I am so happy I got it. Like that, it genuinely is such a nice artwork. But all right, we got one more pack. Now, if we get a hit, if we don't, I'm okay, because I got, like, one of my main chase cards I wanted. It'd be really cool if we somehow end up with, like, the white Reshiram or, like, the Reshiram SIR card. Right? But who knows? Ultimately, who knows? These are all... It's entirely based off odds at this point of what can and cannot be occurring. So, I'm just going to read the list real quick. 4% of you picked grass, 1% of you picked fire, 10% of you picked water, 6% of you picked electric, 13% of you picked psychic, 2% of you picked fighting, 23% of you picked dark, and 42% picked steel. Now, the percentage isn't how many people, it's how many points. So the highest point indicator is steel, with 1,100 points into it. Going as small points, it would be, if it is steel to finish it off, it would be very, very funny. But to finish this off, all right, that is the last card. That's the last energy that we'll be predicting. We are going to start with Lampent, followed by a Ducklet, followed by a Volby. Then we go to a Seawaddle, and then we go Mandibuzz. That art's actually really nice. Nice. That's the first time we've seen a Mandibuzz as well. Followed by a Galvantula, another card we have not seen yet. Then we get a normal Heatmore. Followed by a reverse holo Scrafty. How many times have we seen this guy? Then a reverse holo Woobat. And our last card, I believe it's just going to be a holo. But it is another holo Terrakion. And there we go, chat. All the Pokemon that we have pulled. You got some good hits. We got some really good hits. Some cards I actually really wanted. Some cards that I wasn't, like, I wouldn't mind if I got. And I'm happy that I got them. But of course, lastly, we have to see what is the final energy card. Now, I will say, it is not the highest. What packs are we opening? We just finished opening White Flare, and we also opened a booster pack of Perfect Order. Woogie, I pulled this nice little Zoroark card. It was one of my chase cards that I wanted, and I am so happy I got it. It's such a good card. But alright, chat. I will say it is not Steel. The energy card that you predicted is not Steel. I will also say the energy card is not Fire. I'll bring it to a 50-50, chat. I will also say the energy card is not Dark. And Twitch going to you, that's going to be fun. That's going to be really, really fun. It is not Steel, it is not Dark, it is not Fire, it is also not Grass. I will also say, chat, it is not Water. It is not the Water energy. And I will also say, chat, it is not Fighting. So that just leaves it to Electric or to Psychic. It's a 50-50, chat. Will it be the 6% or will it be the 13%? The winner of the final prediction for Pokemon pack opening is Electric. Well done to those who predicted Electric. You all are the winners of today's prediction for our last pack opening. You'll be getting 2,500 points, split between all of you. Congratulations. Whew. Overall, chat, this is really fun. This is really good. This won't be like a constant thing, but I do think like once in a while I'll go over to like the Pokemon vending machines that I now discovered that are like around my area. Go and like see if they have anything. And then like go from there. And like do this occasionally, like once in a while. I think that would be fun. I'm glad I don't regret it. Oh my goodness. I will show once again all our hit pulls that we got. I'm here, cards. We just finished Nerdy. We pulled some good cards. And I'm going to show them all right now. There's a lot of stuff on the floor. Time for the credits, yep. I have a pending offer. Hold on. Let me... Alright, chat. So, to go again once what we all pulled, we'll start the EXs. We pulled an EX Reshiram, an EX Keldeo, an EX Whimsicott, and lastly an EX Decidueye. And so those are some nice pulls. Are then reverse hollow Pokeballs and one Master Ball. Where's okay. Our reverse hollow Pokeball cards being a Trubbish, a Harley Quinn, a Theraseed, a Scraggy, and a Master Ball Blitzel. The game still didn't win. That's unfortunate. And then lastly, no SRs, but some pretty good IR hits, I will say. So, of course, with it being an ETB, we got the promo card of Tornadus, which is really nice. We then pulled an Arch in full art, not too bad. We also pulled a really, really pretty Gothita card. We then pulled out of one of the perfect orders, our Doublade, which I already have the full art Aegislash card, so this was nice to pull. And then lastly, my favorite card that we pulled, and one of my chase cards from White Flare that I was wanting, is Zoroark. Which is so nice. I'm gonna put these all... I need to get like a little binder that I can put all my IRs in. Not Harley Quinn. Yeah, but there's an H, and that's exactly how you spell Harley Quinn in, like, the DC universe. That's why I just call it Harley Quinn. But Harley Quinn. The H is just silent, apparently. Isn't it Harley Quinn? That's what I've been saying. But if it's actually pronounced Harley Quinn from in Pokemon, then so be it. But I call it Harley Quinn just because that's how it's spelt in English US. Let me show you all my blame the French. Yes, blame the French. Let me show you all the cards that I actually have beforehand. So I don't have many full arts. Like I said, I kind of just buy some. I have a few. Some of them are in binder, some of them aren't. But I will show what I have. Again, like I say, I buy them from eBay. There's a... no, the N Reshiram card has not been drawn. Not out of White Flare. But these are just some of the cards that I have. Like I said, I usually buy. But I got these from just normal pulls. So we got a Victini EX card. Just like a nice little Victini EX card. As well as a Miraidon EX card. So we have those. Just simple EXs. And then actual full art cards that I really liked. Palafin. So Palafin full art. It's really dark. It's a very, very dark card to see, and it glares a decent amount because of the casing on. But shiny Palafin, full art. We then got Armor Rouge. Nice little Armor Rouge full art. And then we got the promo Lucario, because Lucario is one of my favorite cards, so I had to get it. So I bought a promo Lucario card. One of my favorite cards. Like I said, I got Aegislash, so the Doublade to the Aegislash line. Technically, if there ever is a single IR card now of it, I could have the full line. So Aegislash. And then, lastly, Zeraora, because I love the colors and the art of this card. It is so bright and vibrant for Zeraora. Super, super bright and vibrant. And then I recently picked up a few new cards. Because with Pokemon's 30th anniversary, I went back to the 25th anniversary and was like, are there any cool 25th anniversary cards that I would want? Some of these I also bought beforehand. Like, this isn't 25th anniversary, but I bought this Hisuian Samurott card. Because this card was really nice. Like, the artwork of this card, it's very underrated. A lot of people don't know about this card. But the Samurott V card haven't aged in any other language. So that's so weird. But yeah, so Samurott V, really, really, I like the overall back. Vamari card, so pretty. The artwork and like the background, the landscape art is so good with it. And then these are all new cards that I picked up. One was a Charcadet card. So this Charcadet card goes with the armories. Also, if I ever get a Ceruledge card, super nice. So there's that prismatic set, but it's so all the EVs are expensive. Speaking of EV, EV Evolutions, I got this one because I figured people were gonna try to get this once 30th anniversary drops, and I didn't want to spend more money. Because this is actually really a decently cheap quote unquote cheap card. When I got my thing is I'm never gonna spend over $20 on a card unless I really, really want it, right? Because again, I'm collecting, I'm never gonna resell it. But like this EV card, I bought under 20. But this is from the 20th anniversary, and it is the Dark Sylveon V card. So it has a 25th stamp there. This card I like because the Dark cards is a rendition of a Pokemon set that released during, I believe, Diamond and Pearl Platinum, like around that era. And I have some like dark cards, but there's also like early rendition of like dark versions of Generation 1 cards, like Dark Machamp and everything else. And so the dark versions are a redesign of like how they always reprint certain cards. And so this is one of them, but it's in the modern art style. And so I wanted it because one, the art was really pretty, and I was going back to the 25th anniversary because I never bought any 25th anniversary cards. And it was like, what are some cards that I would want? And I looked. And then lastly, these two cards I got. They're both 25th anniversary. And again, this is why I like it'd be really cool if I just pulled the white Reshiram card. Because I bought both the 25th anniversary Zekrom and Reshiram cards. And so they both have a lot of like glitter and sparkle on them, as you can tell from the texture. But they kind of go hand in hand with each other. And so I bought these two because it's such great artwork. It's the reprint of the original card, just with the 20th anniversary stamp on them. And so that. But yeah, that's basically my collection. I also have I have a few more cards. Hold on. That I can grab real quick. They're in my MCC binder because I bought them at TwitchCon San Diego. This is now just a game of show and tell. For context, I am a big fan of MCC, for those who don't know. And I wanted to try to collect every single card in MCC. Let me move this to the side real quick. This binder, because you do one big MCC pack opening, has every single card in MCC or the MCC Sky Battle, besides the Noxtru cards and whatnot. So it is all alphabetized in alphabetical order by player. Blue Riz, thank you for the sub with Prime. I appreciate that. The other thing is every single full art card, because there's a common and a rare version, every single rare version of the player is holo. So I was able to collect every holo rare card of every player in MCC. So, like, there's Purpled, there's Pearl, Rendog's down here, the cherry art style. We got Shelby. And you have and of course Techno. I have 2 Techno rare cards that are both holo. I have 2 holo rare Techno cards. And I am keeping both of those. And then all the ability and action cards. I brought this entire binder in my trade cards because I wanted to trade with people to get a full set. And then at the very, very end, we got some super rare cards. One, a holo Mega Chicken, which you only got from San Diego TwitchCon when they first announced the MCC cards. We got a Ruby Jam, which is one of the Noxtru cards. Then I got a signed JoJo, a signed Tapil, a signed Chocobar, a signed Rendog card, signed Michael McChill, signed Wally, and signed a Purple card, all from within this set. And then lastly, if I can just take them out, these were all extra cards to trade that I had. But these are all cards that I got and I bought at San Diego that I have not taken out of my binder. So I'm going to do that right now. Signed Rendog is crazy. It's funny. I got that signed Rendog before I knew, or like before I interacted with Rendog through vampires, which is very, very funny. But these are all the cards that I either got given to in San Diego or that I bought. So these 2 cards I was given to by just some person who had extra Pokemon cards. So we got an EX and Titan, which is really nice. We also have a Pokeball reverse holo for a throw. And then these are all cards that I bought at a Pokemon, at like a TCG shop. Because I liked them and they looked cool. One of them being Delibird. We got a little bird, Delibird. We then got Larvesta, little Larvesta sleeping in the sun. I was lucky enough to pick up. It's not the like special illustration rare, the SIR versions, but I have the 2 IR versions of Urshifu, so single strike and multi strike, or rapid strike, I should say. So these 2 artworks. And then lastly, another card that I bought, which a lot of people don't like. I like the art style of these cards. It's just gold and black with like some purple outline, but it's Shadow Rider Calyrex, but it's like these just like all gold cards. I don't know, I just like them. It's just like a nice little bit of artwork. But yeah. So those are all these cards. I really do need to get a separate like Pokemon binder for all my like collection, because right now I just have it in a Pokebox that I put all my like IRs in. But yeah, there we go. Let me move my stuff back into place. Cool. One moment, chat. Like I said, I don't usually buy a lot of singles. It's mainly only cards that I want, and I also don't overpay on cards unless it's like a card that I want. But yeah. Timekeeper card is the only one I have on my M60 and I treasure, and you should. If it's a card that you enjoy, you should always like make sure that it is good. There's so much extra stuff I have to throw away, but that's fine. Ooh. But alright, chat, we're now going to go to Cobblemon for a little bit. I hope you all enjoyed that. Like I said, we might do more of those in the future. Just like go out, see if I can buy any few ETBs or whatever, and then like open them on stream. Because again, I'm not. if I pull an SIR or an IR, it's fun. But the other main thing, right, is the one benefit is it's a fun little tax write-off. Because I'm doing it for content. I open it on stream. It's a nice little. I still have to pay for it, but y'all enjoy it. It's fun. It's interactive, and it's a little bit something different, and it's just good vibes. Exactly. But yeah, we're now gonna go to Cobblemon. So I'm just loading all that up. I also need to update y'all on Cobblemon. You were saying they're lost. You were saying that in the very gray tax code that it is. All right, cool. You didn't change team, did you? No, but I'm going to. That's all. All right, let me. There we go. So here's the thing. Also that's HOA, and I'm not doing that. Let me. All right, cool. So here's the deal, chat. My Pokemon. Oh, I forgot I forgot y'all are still in the starting screen. My bad. Hold on. So here's the deal, chat. For the most part, oh, cool. The team's roughly gonna stay the same. We now have technically 2 new additions to our team. Technically, possibly Azumarill and possibly Hattony. They will be trading out Xerneas and Magearna. Why is that? Because I agreed for Cherry Fire that I will make a team that is VGC legal, aka Video Game Championship legal Pokemon team. So if you ever played competitive Pokemon, there are certain rules that you have to follow for VGC stuff. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to make it as strong as possible. I am making a competitive team. Don't get it wrong. I am fully making a competitive team, okay? Like, that's fully what I am doing. But one of the rules in VGC is you are limited to only one legendary Pokemon. Also, mythical Pokemon are all banned. The reason why mythical Pokemon are all banned is because in VGC for Pokemon is that it has to be able to be, you had to be able to catch it, train it naturally by your own doing, right? So mythical Pokemon in video games are usually done by a timed event. So Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Magearna, and so on and so forth are usually either heavily banned unless it first came out, or not, just like you just cannot play it whatsoever. Heavily restricted or just full out banned. And so Magearna, not on the team, unfortunately. Would be broken as all can be, but not on the team. Because it's a mythical Pokemon and I'm following by rules. Doesn't mean doesn't mean I can't use it unless it's Urshifu. Yeah. Doesn't mean I can't use it. It's just for any competitive tournaments that we do in here. Also, Galaxy Bear, thank you for the sub with Prime. Thank you for that. Any tournaments that we do on the server, I cannot use. I can use it just have on my team for fun, but I ultimately I cannot use it. So we now come to the determination of, do we use Xerneas or Zacian? Because we only have one legendary on the team. Paradox Pokemon are not legendaries. You can have as many Paradox Pokemon on a team as you want. That is VGC allowed. That is fully allowed because these are not legendary Pokemon, and I am following strictly by VGC rules. So we've come to the crossroads of, do we go Xerneas or do we go Zacian? And I've determined to go Zacian. The reason why, few things. One, Zacian is a fairy and steel type, so it helps us cover our biggest weaknesses, being steel and poison. Which helps and really strong. The other thing is Zacian has an ability called Intrepid Sword, which raises his attack one stat when he enters into battle, at least the first time he enters into battle. It used to be multiple, it's only one. So it raises the attack stat, and then also, because Zacian is already not broken enough, in Cobblemon, on this server, he does need to be holding the Rusted Sword to be the crowned form. And Zacian is restricted, so like technically he can be used, same with Xerneas, they're both restricted legendaries. So they can still be used in the format, you just can't always use them. Just depends on the format you're using. So I'm allowing it. But Zacian isn't holding the Rusted Sword, because you can just evolve Zacian in Cobblemon just with giving it an Iron Sword and then saying evolve. So on top of it already getting Intrepid Sword, I am also giving it the Life Orb, which boosts its attack damage by 1.5. Taking care of poison. Yep. So Zacian is there. We also now have Fluttermane, which is going to be holding the choice spec, because Mons in VGC, every Mon cannot hold the same item. You can only hold one of each item. So running Fluttermane with choice specs, because that just boosts the damage. Fluttermane's already super fast, and allowing it to have increase of its versatility. It's great. We're then going with Iron Valiant, because Iron Valiant is a fairy fighting type, so it also gives us the fighting coverage for steel. It's holding the booster energy to boost its attack stat even more. And then we're also going Grimmsnarl for Screen's Plague. I've maxed out my Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl right now, it doesn't have the best IVs, which I need to upgrade its HP. It's the special defense, special attack, and health. So I need to do all those. 31 out of whatever, so it's going to be a pain to do. Because IVs are so annoying to make in this game to like reflect. But this is our Screen's Pivotmon. It has I gave it Prankster. It is docile, so it has increased special defense, decreased special attack, which is fine. It has one move, Spirit Break, which is basically a move that lowers special attack, and it just does damage while having Parting Shot, Reflect, and Light Screen. This mon is basically done besides just EVs. I boosted its 252 HP with 130 special defense and 128 defense. So pretty strong already as is. It's our good little bulky setup mon. That comes down to our last two mons that we have, that we need on our team. One of them being Azumarill, and the other one being Hatterini. Reason why is because Azumarill is going to be a water fairy type. It is going to be a very physical attacker. I can give it Belly Drum, I can give it Citrus Berry, and I can let it basically set up with screens behind and deal with the fire type Pokemon. Give it like Liquidation, Belly Drum, Aqua Jet, and another coverage move. And then we also have a Hatterini, which is going to be our Magic Bouncer, is our special wall. It deals because it's gonna be Psychic Fairy, and it's gonna be really, really useful. So we have like physical bulk with screens. We have a bit more bulkiness with Azumarill and Grimmsnarl. We have a very good special wall with Hatterini, and then we got special attacker, physical attacker, physical attacker, physical attacker, special attacker, special attacker. So 3 physical attackers, 2 special attackers, and 1 physical attacker. Well, technically special attacker that is mainly our Screensmon. This is the competitive team that we are going with. All the time spent on I can still use Xerneas whenever I want to. It's just between the two, Zacian is just an overall better mon competitively, especially in singles, which most people are going to be doing singles. So but right now, the other thing I have to start working on is EV training and IV training, which is taking a lot of time. I also, if you might have noticed in the box, I also need to get rid of you. The Zygarde, the Koraidon, and the Buzzwole, all gone. This is just it's an alternate team for VGC legal format. It's so I am legally being able to play in fighting, yeah. And that's because I traded them in for XP candies. Because you need XP candies to make IV berries. These little candies that boost the Mon's HP, attack, and defense and so forth. It basically just helps the Mon be stronger at its base level over the IVs. So, like, for example, Zygarde's base or Zacian's based IVs are like, I don't have to really touch Zacian besides just giving it 10 IVs in the defense because I'm not touching its special defense. Also, thank you, Jeff, for the bless you. But like I need to like increase your attack, increase your speed, increase your HP, not worry about that. You need to increase your special and like do that. Like that's what I have to do. I have to ultimately just change and like adjust. Like I need to increase your speed. I need to increase your speed and your special attack. So it's just a lot of work and it takes a stupid amount of time because you basically have to take honey. You take honey and Skulk. What is it? No, not honey bottles. Honeycomb. Hold on. Where's my shears? They're there. Silver bottle caps? Yeah, no, thankfully not that. Yeah, cool. You need honeycomb. Why you need honeycomb? Because you can take honeycomb and you put it in here and you get extra small candies. Alright, so you take these extra small candies. And they make other candies. And as you see, you then make the candies to make the bigger candies, to make the bigger candies, to make the large candies, and then you can do XL candies. Luckily, XL candies give me 3 IVs. Large candies just give me 1 IV. So I just have to make larges. But if I trade in my legendary mons or my legendaries, I get an XL, which means that I can increase an IV stat by 3. So it's just painfully long and annoying and stupid. And so that's why I'm like, I'm just gonna have to do my, like, I can only do this team for what I'm doing, because it's gonna be a pain in the absolute butt to try to get all of these IVs, and that's why I got so much Skulk from the end, because I have to go through all of this just to make very few. Right? Because you're like, oh, it shouldn't be that bad, right? The conversion. We have 15. It takes 6 to make 1 small. And then it takes 3 small to make 1 medium. And then it takes 3 medium to make 1 large, and it takes 1 large to make an extra large. Or technically it takes 3 larges to make an extra large. So, like, it's not impossible. Honestly, I'm just gonna make the larges and just do it that way. It's just gonna be a lot of time that I'm gonna have to do off camera and just grind out so many honeycomb. Like, the biggest thing that's just taking the longest is the honeycomb. The honeycomb is the stop, like, the whole thing that's stopping all this. Also, I have to then make EV things, which I then take medical stuff. I put in a blaze thing, and then I add berries to it to give me certain zinc, iron, HP up, and all that. I could make a farm, yes, but I don't have the beehives. That's my issue. I don't have the beehives or the silk touch to do that. I probably should go fly around and collect beehives and just make a farm that way. But my goodness, this is a lot. Anyways, though, both of my Azumarill and my Hattony can evolve now, because I was, in the end, just evolving these guys. How can you not evolve yet? Do I need to give you something? Is Azumarill just a dude who is like Waterstone based? Friendship? Oh, you have to be on the team longer, don't you? Yeah, you have to be on the team longer. Of course you do. Of course you do. Well, I at least can evolve Hattony. Alright. Evolve into your Psychic Fairy form. Tall. Cool. Alright. I don't know what to give Hattony yet. As, like... Oh, you also learned Psycho Cut. That's nice. I honestly might make you just a Calm Mind, Psychic, give you, like, Moonblast, and then recover or something. Just make you a stupid tanky wall. Alright, I probably should just like fly around, see if I can get any extra beehives that have like comfy in them. And then just go from there. Friendship then level 18. This is a Zurill. This is the baby. I'm asking how do I get the baby to evolve? Friendship's at 115. Okay. It doesn't need to be. Apparently pretty high. Apparently pretty high. The Marill needs to be level 18. Oh, I see. Got it. Understood now. Hope that's my Pokédex. Okay, cool. I don't think I have a pick that has Silk Touch. Where'd my shears go? They're there. Isn't there a beehive? There's a beehive right here. But now that it's gonna annoy the bees that are there. Yeah, like, I think I'm just gonna have to go AFK and just turn that whole beehive place into, like, just stay there and just do it manually by hand, unfortunately. Friendship 255. Alright, so this guy just has to be on my team for however long. But yeah, it's just... Yep. Being in here and you need to, like, shear all of these, but it's night right now, so they're going to be working. That's when you can go to the nether, because then they're all constantly working. I just need, like, a few, because then I can just constantly farm. Oh, Driplin. That's Cherry Fire's house. You have a full villager trading system down here now. Oh, that's all the villagers. Okay. Community resources. Community farm. Can trade. For emeralds. Oh. Ah, berries. In Gen 8. Okay, so maybe it doesn't be that long, hopefully. I don't know how many emeralds it is. I'm just going to grab as many as I need. Otherwise, it's 222. I got it. Okay. 26. Okay, I got 6 emeralds there. Oh, I have 45 emeralds. Never mind, I should be fine. I need to find the emerald person. Sharpness, power 5, punch, unbreaking, mending. Where is Silk Touch? That's Fortune 3. Oh, spare unbreaking. Featherfall, Prot, Lure, Frostwalk. Where is Silk? Silk Touch. Oh, only 5 emeralds. Okay, I just need books. Pretty place. Yeah, Lou did a really good job. They did a very good job on setting all this up. Do I have any books in my bag? Nope. We'll get Silk Touch, and then we will go and collect some beehives that have bees in them, preferably. And then we will go and set up a... What is it? Honeycomb farm. Let's put all this in here for now. Leather. Then break it for... I mean, yeah, I could, but... I have the resources here, so I don't mind just... doing it this way. I probably will do that once I get back, but... I'd rather use my resources. Yeah, cool. So touch. And I will just buy this just in case I need to get more books. They gave me 3. Silk touch, we need mending. Mending. And then there's a spare unbreaking book that I will borrow. Or I will take, I shouldn't say borrow, because I am not giving it back. No, I'll go back to my anvil. Make a diamond silk touch pick. I have so much just random stuff from killing a bunch of mons in the end to help try to get Nom a shiny Beldum. Which was great. I have a lot of like TRs now, or like TMs that I can turn into blanks. Which is very, very useful. Do I not have any diamonds? I thought I did have diamonds. Oh, they're right here. Alright, cool. And that is a Silk Touch Mending Unbreaking pick. I didn't put efficiency on it, but that's fine. I can do that later. That's fine. Now, how do I tell if there's a bee inside of the beehive? What is the F3 that says that there is something inside it? That is the question I now need to know. Also, Galaxy Bear, I don't know. Thank you for the Prime sub. As well as Blue Roses, thank you for the Prime sub. I don't know if I already saw that or not, but just to be sure, thank you for that. What do I do? What do I do? Honey level 5. How to know if bee is in Beehive Minecraft? Oh, there was an empty. Well, let me see. Target block, Beehive North, Honey level. Well, there's a bee in it now. There's a bee in it now. Hey, you want to get in this beehive? You wanna? No. Where are you going to? That's my question. Where are you running to? You got an achievement? Oh, okay, it's full. So there was multiple bees in here already. Cool. Alright. Any other beehive around here? Also, I'm gonna need flowers. And probably some grass blocks. Alright, any more beehives? When is it not... Okay, question. When is it not rain on the server? Because every time I'm on the server, it's always raining at least once. Minimum every hour. I thought it's when a Pokemon, like, fights, it just uses Rain Dance, but no. It just decides to rain. Maybe the server set in England canonically. You know, you do make a good point. And you want a Tapu Fini, Musashi? Yep. Well, Tapu Fini just doesn't spawn. Tapu Fini doesn't actually have a spawn rate in the game yet. And it rains in England. I thought there was another... I thought I saw at least another beehive around here. Hmm. I'm not seeing any more beehives. Lives in a little Knuckle. True. Alright. Let me see if I can find at least one more, maybe. Oh, there we go. Alright, cool. We'll start with these two. I'll just do like a very small, a very, very small, like, little bee farm. And I will do that off camera. And then I will farm at it. So it gives me a bunch of honeycomb. Because ivy training is going to be an absolute pain if I can't do that. Quackback flashbacks. But alright, chat. We're going to call it there for today. This was fun. I hope you all enjoyed the Pokemon card opening. I'm glad that we pulled a really cool card. So. But with that being said, yeah, it's not going to be a super long stream today. I will see you all on Friday, most likely, in a new setup. That might be a bit more echoey in here. Because new room, which means I have stuff in it, so the room echoes. We'll figure that out once we get there. But anyways, chat, let's go right into someone. And we can call it there for today. You know what? We never get to raid into Lagundo. Or we rarely get to raid into Lagundo, I should say. And Lagundo is doing some flight SMP right now. And since we also opened a Pokemon pack, I think it's only fitting to raid into Lagundo. But /raid, join on the raid chat. You can leave right on after if you need to. And thank you all again for hearing me today. I will see you all on Friday. And as always, abolish your regret. I will see you all next time.